Hello, everybody. Morning, afternoon, evening, night on this 29th day of January. And wouldn't you know it, I'm looking outside and I'm seeing snow fall to the ground again. Who would have thought? On this 29th day, we have many things to be grateful for. And our devotion this day comes from James chapter 3, verse 17. And the verse states, but the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. When we look at the heart, we hear that Jesus even states, out of the heart comes vile things, and that the basis of sin is not our actions, it is the desires, it is our heart that is stained, that wells up, and when it becomes full, it then as a result lashes out. And this is one of the beauties of knowing and getting the heart of Jesus spoken about in the gospel. His heart was pure. He was adored by thousands, but he didn't let that go to his head. He was content living a simple life. He cared for women, but he didn't lust after them. He was scorned by the ones he had come to save, and yet he was still willing to show mercy and forgive them. Jesus' heart was full of peace. And the hard thing is when we look at our world, I think at times, especially in modern day, the world is anything but peaceful or peaceable. We see the nature of turning on the TV and watching the news and all the unrest in various areas in our country and the world. And we see the nature that we, even ourselves, can that affect us? Sure, it can from second hand, but also even first hand. Because we read this verse and we think, okay, we strive to do that. We want to do that. But if we think about even among the disciples, even though Peter himself stated that Jesus is a lamb unblemished and spotless, Peter also, within the same thought, drew sword because they were going to take the Lord. And he went ahead and he tried to lift his hand to draw the sword and to remove the man's ear. And yet Jesus lifts his hand instead to heal them. We see it all throughout because within our hearts and minds, left on our own, we cannot manufacture the wisdom that James describes in this verse. Yeah, we can imitate it for a little while and think that we're doing good, but the reality of God's law is that it is a mirror. It shows us that even though we try to measure up, we can't ever. And so it shows us our need. And so through this, the wisdom from above is first pure, aka Jesus. And then as well, next, peaceable. Yes, Jesus, gentle. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden. And he speaks of him being gentle, open to reason, easy and full of mercy. He bores and bears our sin. He's peaceable, making the blood of the cross work in our lives. And through the Holy Spirit, he now shapes us in that same wisdom. That in the process of sanctification, though we won't be exactly like Jesus on this side of heaven, he makes us, through his Holy Spirit, a new creation. And we bear fruit as his forgiven people as a result. That we too share the fruit of the Spirit, love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control. Not as a nature to earn God's favor or righteousness, but because we now have Christ. We now can share that with the world. And so my opportunity to us and my prayer this day for us is that when we fall short of following this verse, and we will, that we return once more to Jesus, knowing that his wisdom and the blood through the cross shed for you covers not only your sin, but through the Holy Spirit, he now works within us quietly forming those fruits of faith to go and share the gospel, to be a beacon of hope in a world that is not at peace, that we may share the love of God in everyday life and the goodness of his mercy always. So as we go forth, again, watch the roads and the aspect of the snow out here or wherever you may be, and God be with you always. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.